Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 19 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of All the Mods 8. Found myself not really like a temple, but like a sort of temple. And there's prismarine blocks here. Now I'm pretty sure if I mine these, because remember, we're working towards getting some prismarine type things going on, so that I can get hooked up with apotheosis dudes, right? You're on magnet? Okay, good, that's much better. Yes, hit me all the time if you guys want. But I'm pretty sure, if I look at the usage of these, I can throw them into a crusher, maybe? A lot of things this can do. Crusher... This crusher from Mechanism will get me prismarine shards. So, that should be a healthy amount of prismarine, no? I would think. Yes, yes, yes. Keep hitting me, guys. It's all very adorable. You try very hard. Okay. Home. And then Crushing Factory. Boom. That works for me. So Prismarine, check. Now I need Honeycombs. And then we should be good to go to make the majority of what we need to make. Now, Honeycombs is going to obviously be involving bees, and without tick accelerating them, it's probably going to be a little bit of a hassle. So I'm looking for a creative and clever way to do that. So there's the Advanced Beehive from Productive Bees, but I don't really know Productive Bees all that well. Beekeeper from Mine Colonies, Combiner from Alchemistry, Sucrose and Triglycerides, huh? Doesn't look too bad. It's just hydrogen and carbon, which I remember being pretty... and oxygen. I remember that being pretty easy to make. Maybe. Maybe. How hard would alchemistry be to get into? Not terrible. Not terrible. I think we could go alchemistry today and get a little bit of... might be a fun way to go, right? We'd want a combiner, and then we would want the atomizer, or the dissolver. So I think water should just give me hydrogen and oxygen, right? You would think. It's a lot of things here, but I would imagine at some point water is in the list. Or starch. Starch would be cool. Pretty sure I can get that from dissolving sugar. Or potatoes. Okay. So, alchemistry. We'd want the atomizer. What's the compactor do? Apparently nothing. Okay. Combiner. You know what? JEI is weird about these guys, because you don't get to see what their actual things do. And dissolver and liquefier? Again, doesn't show me what it does. But if we want this stuff, ultimately what we're looking for is sucrose and triglycerides, right? So sucrose, I'm assuming sugarcane makes me sucrose, right? Or apples, for that matter, which we should have an infinite amount of. Yeah, sugar. 100% chance of sucrose. That's what I would expect. And then triglycerides, which we can get from a combiner right here. And... these components we can get from a dissolver. That's cool. Or if we had hydrogen gas from ChemLib. But I'm not gonna... I'm gonna go dissolver, probably, right? And this has carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in it. So that's cool. I think we can pull this off. Let's do it for fun. You know, just a different approach to the things and the stuff. Yeah? Does that sound good? I'm not going to go crazy with a big old alchemistry area yet. But maybe at some point. So we're going to need a combiner, right? We're going to need an atomizer, which needs a couple cauldrons. And we're going to need a dissolver. All that sounds cool. Okay. And then let's get ourselves some sugar. We've got some. We can get more. We got like half a stack. Cool. Now, we'll probably want to do some shenanigans with this setup. And there's probably other things that we're going to want to do with these guys. But we'll figure it out and how we want to orchestrate it all, right? Like, do I want a drawer system? Do I want... I don't know. There's a dozen different ways we could do the Alchemistry set. I don't know if we'll do a full periodic table thing like I've done before with drawers, though I might, because that could be fun. We'll see. We'll see. But you guys should have some power that I can borrow, right? Good. Good. Okay. So dissolver, combiner, and atomizer. Sweet. Okay. So that's cool. So dissolver is what breaks this thing down, right? Sucrose. Yay. Cool. And then atomizer? Wasn't atomizer one? Dissolver. So then I break that down again in the dissolver. Right, okay. And then combiner. Did I need the atomizer? I may not need the atomizer. I may not need the atomizer. That's the fluid one, right? That's the fluid one. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's take these sucroses, right? Now, if I were to do... Can you break down? What do you break down into? Also sucrose. Okay, fair enough. Now, if I took one of these and broke it down, so that's C18, H32, and O2. So I probably basically like need 2 of those. Now, if I put them in here, how do I specify? Oh my goodness, what is going on? No. You're being a little weird, combiner. Maybe I have to specify it, and then once it crafts 1, then it knows what it's doing going forward? Maybe? Oh, here we go. Lock recipe, pause, open recipe selection. Oh, okay. That's cool. So I want, actually I want triglycerides, right? Oh, that's neat. Okay, I'm cool with that. And now you should be making triglycerides? Beautiful. There you go. Okay, that's cool. And then we can use the triglycerides. We need 1 of those and 3 sucrose to make honeycombs. Okay. So basically what I want to do is take a bunch of my sucrose, break it down a whole bunch, get myself more triglycerides. Now, how many total honeycombs will I need? That is 100% the question I should be asking myself right now. And am. So in order to make the shelf of N-fused rectification, and again, I would like to have 100% rectification, so I need 5 of these. I will need 20 honeycomb blocks. Okay. That's a lot of honeycomb blocks. That is a lot of honeycomb blocks. So I'm going to need 80 honeycomb. Yikes. It might be a little bit much. Make it happen. All right, let me come back in a sec. It might be easier said than done, but we'll figure it out. So I can get water from the atomizer. That's a cool way to get some extra H2O. And then I can get coal turned into carbon, I assume, in the dissolver. I may not want that much. Oh, you turn into graphite? Okay. And then you can break down? Is that right? Alright, let me see if there's a more direct way. Carbon dust would get me 16 of them. But that's from ChemLib, and I don't see a recipe for it. Alright, just messing around. Ooh. A lot of things have carbon in them. That has a lot of things in it. Block of netherite. But yeah, this might be the way to go. So I'll come back. This might take a minute, but yeah, we'll be right back once I get this all cooking. All right, so after doing a little bit of playing around down in the basement here with this stuff, I got bored of doing that. So I decided I want to jump into productive bees, I think. So we can get some cool stuff here. I want an advanced beehive. Probably an oak one because that's what I've got resource wise. So I'm gonna hold off on that stuff. But we've got the infrastructure down there, so in the future, if we want to make something out of alchemistry, we can. It's there, it's ready. But it was just getting tedious doing it all, and I didn't feel like automating it because it just I don't know. I feel like productive bees would be more fun. It's just the way I feel. So an advanced oak beehive is something that we're gonna want to do. And that will let me do stuff. There's other things that we want to get. So from productive bees, right? Ooh, nest locator. That's cool. Bee cage. We definitely want some of these as well. Because I think these let me pick up the bees, right? So I've got a little bit of honey. So I'm going to get some... Hey, there we go. Careful. Careful does it. Is there a bee... Is there a bee chapter? Productive bees, yes. Look at that. Sweet. Okay, cool. So honeycomb, yeah, now we're cooking. And capturing bees, yep. Yep. Finding nests is optional. That seems straightforward enough. I can make one of those real quick. Okay. Sweet. And now we want to get a first beehive. So I'm going to set this up kind of like I usually do. I'm going to plop it down randomly in the world and then decide how I want this to work. Now, I'm assuming we're not going to want to stick this in a cave somewhere. So we'll figure out where we want to do things. But for now, we'll start off with a lovely little flower for our bees to do things with. Yoinks, put all that away. And, ooh, a sturdy bee cage. Those are... Look at that. That's a quest reward I got. All right. So I don't think you can make those, it looks like. It looks like, and I'm pretty sure this is a reusable bee cage. I'm pretty sure this one gets consumed. This one I'm assuming does not. And that's neat. Okay. Now if I want an advanced beehive, we're just going to need a regular beehive, which needs some of the combs. I'm using up some of the combs that I crafted, but that's okay. And then I want an advanced version of that. Now, before I make the advanced, is there anything you want me to do? Nope. That's cool by them. All right. So then we'll make the advanced beehive, which just needs shears and a campfire, it looks like. Doesn't super matter what kind of campfire, I don't care. And there's your advanced beehive. Nice. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to plop you there. Now, the advanced beehives have a UI, which is cool. It can fit 3 bees inside, and you don't need to use a campfire to harvest it. So that makes life a lot easier. You can also get... from what I've read here, an extension box. Okay, which I'm going to do right now. And that can either go on top of or on the side of it. And that bumps you up to 5 slots and also gives you the ability to add upgrades, which sounds cool. And we're going to have to see what kind of upgrades are available. So there is increases the production outputs in the hive by some number that's overlaid by the thing. Multiple upgrades can be installed. I don't know, some number. Gives a 20% decrease in the time spent in the hive. That sounds cool. Okay. Not too shabby. A lot of these need comb blocks, but that's okay. 5% for a new baby bee to be spawned. Not baby. When installed in a catcher, only adult bees will be caught. Changes the produced output to blocks instead of chips for lumber and quarry bee. That's cool. Anti-teleport prevents bees living in this hive from teleporting. Okay. Neat. Bees will no longer physically exit the hive. A trip to its flower block will instead be simulated. Make sure to put the required flower block or feeding slab in front of the hive containing the required flower blocks for the bee in the hive. Neato. That's cool. That's kind of neat. That's kind of nifty. And it's possible I can put these underground, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know if they have a requirement for sunlight or not. But let's go get some bees. So I should be able to go find some. I remember there was some in this general-ish area. That's a bee. I would like a normal bee, like a regular vanilla bee. I think that's a carpenter bee, right? That is a yellow carpenter bee. I would like just a regular old vanilla bee, like these guys. Yoinks. That also looks like a carpenter bee. That's a regular vanilla bee. This looks vanilla. Hello, friend. What are you? A bumblebee. Lots of bees. This looks vanilla. Sweet. And then I'm going to use my sturdy bee cage for the 5th. So that'll be you, I think. Now I'm assuming if I just bring them all the way over here, he should decide that he has a new home now, and that home should be the advanced beehive. Right? And placing this guy in the world did consume or use it, but I'm assuming this one, right, that gave me the empty one back. Nice. Okay, so you guys are going to go live in here now, I presume? And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that they have the ability to... Okay. Hold 5 of these, right? So this should be good. So I'm going to keep an eye on these little guys for a little bit and see what they decide to do. But I'm pretty sure that they will decide this is their new home. Yes? Don't drown, bees. Please. That's all I'm asking. Buzz around, do things, but don't drown. Alright, this guy got some stuff going on, which is cool. Where does he think he's going? Shouldn't you be going into the beehive now? Yes! Hooray! So these guys are both now considering this their home. Okay. Cool. I don't know what you guys are doing particularly, but I'm going to pick you back up before you drown. Pleased to be living here. Thank you. Thank you. One way to do it. Alright, now we're cool. Alright, now I gotta get rid of this rain, because yay, rain. What'll probably be the best way is to get a hammock, so that I can sleep through the day, right? So I'm gonna want this. And that. I forget exactly how I want this to work out. I might put the hammock outside. Why not? Is this the distance between the ropes? It would appear to be. It's a hammock. Hammocks can be outside. Alright, so now that stops the rain. Okay, but then it's going to be nighttime soon. So you guys do your thing, and then we're going to come back. I'm going to read through the book a little bit more. Right. So advanced beehives, right? They can they don't need a campfire to be harvestable. If you break it, it'll keep the bees inside. You don't need silk touch. You can have the UI, the expansion box, the upgrades, and you can whack it with a stick to force them to come out. It'll lose any production progress they have, though. Cool. Be right back. I'm going to flip through the book a little bit, and then we'll do more bee things. Hey, look at this. We already got our first couple honeycombs. Nice. So I think this is definitely way better in terms of honeycomb production than a vanilla beehive, right? Because it has UI, you can just access it, you can snag your honeycombs and call it a day. So I'm going to let these bees hang out here for a little bit. You know, I don't know if we need to chunk load the area. I guess it probably wouldn't hurt. And then they should, you know, pollinate and do their thing. I wish I could tick accelerate it, but what we can do is get some upgrades, right? So maybe one. What do you mean I don't have any? Oh, honey treats. Honey treats are what? Oh my goodness, it's a lot of things. Honey bottle and honeycomb is a honey treat, or that. Okay, so I can make at least 2 of these. So what are the upgrades I might want? So there's range. Anti-teleportation, simulator, speed. Gives a 20% decrease in the time spent in the hive. Can be installed in a centrifuge for faster processing. I like that one. I like that one. I like speed. I don't think we worry about. Increases the production output of bees in the hive by some number that I can't read. By 140%. There you go. There's the number. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. So I like that. I like 140% bee upgrade. That's pretty cool. Does it have to be draconic chunks? I guess so. All right. So I don't think we're doing productivity yet. That looks like it's going to be some effort. But this we can do, right? Now, does this... I think this can be any honey block, right? So if we did this, that should be cool. Okay. So I'd like to do another one of those, but I don't think we have any more. Well, we do have more, but we don't have enough more. We need twice as many of that. We need 16 to get it. Plus, I don't want to be using all my honeycombs. So let's come back in a bit. I'm going to basically let this idle for a little. I wish I had my time in a bottle. How, actually, did we make my time in a bottle yet? We did get unobtainium, right? We do have unobtainium. We need speed augments. We need to get pretty deep into mystical agriculture. That's a thing we literally just made. It doesn't look terrible. Maybe. Maybe we can get a time in a bottle soon. But let me come back. I'm just going to basically let them chill. I'm going to idle for a little bit and let it happen so that I can get my honeycomb that I want. So back in a few. All right, I just went and got more bees. So now we've got 10 bees going on here, and they're doing a good job. I also threw some bottles in one. I should throw it in the other one too. Would be smart. And that's cool. Now I want to get into mystical agriculture because I do want that time in a bottle. So I'm pretty sure I need 8 infusion dudes, if I'm not mistaken. Did I teach you how to make stone? I did. Good. Make a stack. So we wanted an infusion altar. Okay. And does that show me? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct. Cool. Okay. And you can live kind of wherever-ish. I don't think mystical agriculture needs a big old setup, dude. Let's sleep through this night. A, so that our bees can work, and B, so that you guys can see what's going on. Okay. So mystical agriculture. Talk to me about that. Wow, we actually have a lot of Ethereum essence, to the point where I'm a little bit worried that we've been voiding it. I'm surprised that we have so much. I'm probably getting it from my mob farm, right? Yeah, that's probably right. All right. So functional storage. Hook me up with a copper upgrade. Actually, maybe a gold one. Nice. Now you had a void in there, right? Yes. Good. All right. So you've been voiding, but I'm not going to lose sleep over that. But we should have had an upgrade in there for longer, right? Now we hold 32,000 essence. We'll see if we need to hold more at some point. So hey, there should be also a mystical agriculture chapter, right? I think. No? Yes. Good. Okay. So we need an infusion crystal. That seems about right. And I wouldn't mind some inferium seeds. Now I have to remember how the whole... I don't know how the whole seed system works now. It's changed a few times. I'm assuming that there's not like a stats system that we can upgrade our seeds to, but we'll find out. So you... Maybe you? Ooh. And also I got some quest upgrades here. Oh, cool. I got some of that. Neat. Oh my, look at all this. Holy cow, that's a lot of things. Sweet. That's cool. What in mechanism have I completed? There's a lot of things I haven't marked complete yet. I should at some point just kind of flip through all that, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to put away all this junk we just got. And plant these guys. So I'm thinking I don't really need strawberries. Cool. I wonder, like, if there's a ridiculously fast crop growth thing that I can do in this pack. I'm gonna have to investigate that. Because if there is, that would be a nice way to get passive resource gen, right? I've obviously got the digital miner, but that's not, like, truly passive resource gen. That's just, you know, a nice way to get it quickly when I need. Which I'm not... That's not where I'm at right now. Okay. So we've got Inferium seeds going. If I wanted to dig into... let's see. Is there a book for mystical agriculture? There is, actually. Nice. Let me figure out how Inferium seeds work. One sec. So basically, if I were to make this essence farmland, secondary chance 20%, Inferium output 100%. Sweet. Okay. And higher tiers of farmland can be used to get higher tier stuff. That's kind of how I remember it. Okay, that works. So there's not that that crop stats mod thing. Now, growth accelerators, last time we played with these in the Skyblock series, I was very disappointed in how not good they were. Remember how not good they were? They were super not good. I was not at all impressed. But we'll have to see. Ooh, elemental. Yeah, I was curious. This looks new. There's an awakening system. Is a high-level crafting tool used to create upgraded versions of many of your Supremium items. Awakened Supremium is usually created by infusing cognizant dust with a Supremium block in an awakening altar. Interesting. Yeah, there's like a new crafting system. That looks cool. It's neat. That sounds cool. Bunch of augments for your armor and stuff. Okay. We'll probably flip through this a little bit. But I'm curious, we need... if I want to make... My goal is the time in a bottle, right? So to get that, we're going to need 4 Imperium. So we need 8 total. 8 Imperium, 8 Tertium, and 8 Prudentium, right? So let's start with getting the Imperium, right? So I'm just going to do this by hand for now. But we'll obviously, you know, bump that up at some point in the future. And we'll probably need multiple crystals. So that should be enough. That seems cool. And can't I do that? And that? And now we're good? And now I can make... Now I can make what I need to make? I think so? I think so? So let's get the tier 1 of this. So we need 2 of these. And that was a... And it's always sugar, is that right? Sugar, so I need 8 times 3 sugar. So with you in the middle, and if I remember correctly, it's a button. Or any redstone signal for that matter. But I usually use a button, right? So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. And go. That seems cool to me. And go. Or do I have to take it off and put it back? I guess I have to take it off and put it back. Okay. And then repeat. And while we're waiting, I'm getting excited. Time in a bottle is going to happen, and that's going to be cool because you know Dyer loves the time in a bottle. Now, how are you guys doing with honey? Hey, not bad. Not bad, bee producers. Very proud of you guys. All right, so now let's see what we need to do. So we're going to want to smelt this up. Hooray, quest completed. And we're going to want another one of these. And then we're going to want another batch of these. Now, in fairness, I could probably use the honeycomb, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use the speed upgrade. Cool. And then time in a bottle. We're good? We're good. We did it. That's what's up. Time in a bottle. Now it's a Dyer series. Now it's a Dyer series, and I resisted the urge to cheat myself in one. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Sweet. Okay, back in a sec. All right, so here's the plan. Let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time. When we get back, I should have a whole lot of honeycomb, because I'm basically going to let the game idle for a little bit, right? And that should be cool. And then once we collect all that honeycomb, we can make some uber bookshelves and be ready to have pretty much the best potential enchanting table. It'll be rectification 100. We'll throw a few enchanting clues in there, and then we'll know for sure exactly what we're going to get when we go to do our super overpowered enchant. With 100 quanta and 100 rectification, we should get like a super high level enchant, and that should be fun. For now, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode and are still enjoying the series. Let me know what you think. For now, take it easy.